Good evening, Shadrick. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. I'm very much okay. It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm well. Good to see you too. This has been a long time coming.
I'm telling you, it's been fantastic. You look very good, I must say, and I like I think when you're wearing glasses, it's like you look like a genius, you know.
I like that. I can wing genius. You look good
It's
too. I
like
like the look.
really thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
indeed. So I was.
Okay.
Is it also hot that side?
You know what I like about Shadrick? It,
Mm-hmm.
it it doesn't any well for the times I've been here, the temperatures are not extreme. So sometimes you have the chill, sometimes
Uh
it's
huh.
hot, but it's not like Lusaka or Southern Province where when it's hot, it's
Uh huh.
really, really hot. Yeah, so
Uh
I like
huh.
it here. There's not too much dust. I haven't struggled with allergies, so I'm happy and at home here.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Fantastic.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
I'm excited
interesting.
for tonight. If you could rate your energy tonight out of 10, what would it be?
Out of 10, I think I have the temptation to say 9.
That's awesome. I
Like
like that
if
energy.
something tells
Yeah,
me I have to drop a bit, but I feel good about this session. I
yeah.
think I'm a 9 out of 10. I'm not gonna get 10 out of 10 because I'm scared.
Yeah, there's a bit of nerves. I have to say, I'll give myself like a 7 as well.
Yeah, you're on 7 now, so I'm doing better
I'll
right
give
now.
myself a
Okay,
7.
that's fantastic.
But to
I'm
be honest,
scared.
I could be like at a 12. But like just for being honest, just like I'll give myself a 7.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Our viewers, are they able to get our sound? Please confirm with us. That's where you're watching us from, and if you can hear us, please.
Yes, and also remember to share this live broadcast and help to save a relationship. You never know.
So this is our very first session together on our
Hmm.
truth and transformation episodes. So this
Hmm.
is episode 1 on financial compatibility. This is
Hmm.
you know why I'm so happy about this session, Wupe? It's partly
Tell me.
because it's a session that speaks to many of us. All right, even
Exactly.
those that seem to be happily married, or
Hmm.
that seem to be in very much beautiful relationships. It
Yep.
might shock you to know that they don't talk about financial compatibility. They've never discussed it, at least most of them. So it's so I'm
Absolutely.
so yeah. I'm so happy about this because it's going to speak to many of us, and I
And
really
I
hope
think it's going to speak to me too, because I've been, as you know, I have been excited with multiple questions to ask. So yeah,
indeed.
if you are not in it, like if like for instance, people who are not married or in relationships yet as well, because someone might think, oh, I'm not in that situation, so it's not necessary
Yes,
for me to be there. I think it will be a good conversation to stand on the outside and give you
indeed.
a sense of what to expect. So if you're not
Fantastic.
affected, yeah, it's definitely something you may have to deal with in the future. And you know what I was thinking about also just before we came on was,
Yes,
you know, financial compatibility, even if we're looking at relationships, it also
yes,
affects like business, no matter how we look at it, how we
indeed,
choose our business partners, how
indeed.
we choose our friends. It all affects it. And I'm really excited for tonight.
Indeed, thanks. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward.
Mhm.
Guys, please share the video as we dismantle this one. We ask you to share the video. Please tell us how you are and where you're watching
Yep.
us from. Please let us know just for us to get to know people. Fine. How are you guys? Are you all right? Where are you watching us from as we begin this important topic? Please, guys, we ask you to share this video right now. Please click that share button, invite people, tag somebody you care about. It's going to be a very life changing session. We're looking forward and hope that you
Exactly.
please share this video right now. Please share that video and let us know where you're watching us from. Indeed.
And also, it's a Friday. We would like to know what your energy level is from 1 to 10, and we hope we don't bring
Yes.
it to a 0.
Mine is at 9. At least my end is at 9 out of 10.
10.
Yeah. So
That's
I
good.
want to
Yeah,
know
I
your
say
level right now, guys.
exactly.
Wube is at 7. She's
Exactly.
scared. Just like me.
Yes, I'm trying to be humble, but the truth is, I could be at a 12, like I said.
Ah, fantastic. So we have
Yeah,
Dennis.
yeah.
Dennis says, sure, voice clear, watching from Mwinlunga. Fantastic. Mwinlunga, that's
Wow.
fantastic. That's very fun.
Amazing. Love it. Love it.
What does Victoria
Yeah.
say? Chirulito, Chirulito, come here. Fantastic. She's calling
Yes.
a friend. Please
Yes,
share the
Chilu,
video, guys.
do come, Chilu. It's you we're waiting for.
Olipa Kutoa says, watching from Nakonde. Hi, Nakonde. I know
Wow.
Nakonde
Hey,
speaks Swahili.
Nakonde. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I
and
like the
Magwe in Namanga.
diversity.
Yes, we have
Nice.
Mwinlunga, we have Nakonde, and then we have Linda Mwaji. That's fantastic.
Hi, Linda. Shout out.
Lusaka. That's
Nice.
fantastic.
Lovely. So good. So good to have you.
Thank you so much, guys, to have you. Yes,
Yeah, so good to have you. So we can get right into it. So I love,
indeed.
Shadrick. I think I've told you before. And so
Yes,
any topic that surrounds love, I'm always happy to come on and discuss that. But just to get into the night and just have this very important conversation that we need to have, I think
indeed,
it's important for us to have a working definition. So I
indeed,
know, Shadrach, that you have quite some experience in the financial setting. I know that
indeed,
you have trained a lot of people, couples, singles, just helping them to get their finances in order.
indeed,
And that is why I'm excited to sit down and speak with you, because I know you're not a textbook expert, but you're speaking from experience, having
indeed.
talked to people, having walked the path with them. So just to get the conversation started, from your experience or even textbook, how would you define for us financial compatibility? Is it even a thing?
Yes, it is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
In later in the day, I wanted to get a much more solid definition. So
Yep.
what I did, I first went to Google to search for the meaning
Mm-hmm.
of the word compatibility. And
Exactly.
Google defined the word compatibility as a way of working together
Mm-hmm.
without problems. All
Nice. I
right.
like that.
I like that
Mm-hmm.
statement. Now, when you go to financial compatibility, it's different. It does not necessarily mean working together without problems, because
Yep.
it means it's simply a measure of how well your income and spending habits match. All right. So if you are seeing
Ah.
somebody, you are
Mm-hmm.
married to somebody, how well do your incomes and spending habits match? That is
Yeah.
what we refer to as financial compatibility. So being financially compatible can help you avoid a lot of long-term financial problems. And
I
and,
like
and,
that.
and just so you know, Abupe, you said, is it a thing? It is a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The reason is partially because today I did my research just to get the numbers right.
Yep.
I didn't want to come with second-hand information. So I did a research, yes. And
Very
it might
important.
interest you to know that worldwide, among the top 10 causes of divorce,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, number one, among the top
Mm-hmm.
10 causes of divorce, number one
Mm-hmm.
is infidelity or
Mm-hmm.
extramarital affairs. Number
Yep.
two is lack of financial compatibility. That
Yeah.
is the
I,
second reason why most people divorce worldwide. Second reason,
yeah. Yeah.
apart from
And I'm glad to learn that it has even dropped on the scale. It used to be number one. So there's hope for it.
yes,
It's
there's
a
hope.
little bit, but it's still too high on
Yes,
the scale. It's still too
it is
high
still too high.
on the
In the
scale.
past, people would divorce because of money, but I think with the financial literacy and people are
Yeah.
now getting to know about finances, they begin to talk about it. Women are coming out more, and like before,
Mm-hmm.
that's how come the
Mm-hmm.
statistics have now dropped from being the main cause of divorce to being the
Yeah.
second main cause of divorce worldwide. Now, coming to your
Exactly.
question, Bope, you did say, is
Mm.
it a thing?
Yeah. Is it a
Is
thing?
financial compatibility a thing in a relationship?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to quote you. In the
Yeah.
afternoon, Bope, you did say, and I liked what you wrote in the afternoon. And
Yeah.
I'm going to quote you what you said because I'm
Mm-hmm.
building on what you mentioned in the afternoon. In the afternoon, you did mention
Mm-hmm.
that when people are choosing who to marry,
Mm-hmm.
right? You are drawn to them because of the things you have in common. You gave examples.
Mm-hmm.
You said sometimes they laugh at your jokes. You
Yeah.
like the same kind of places to spend time. You enjoy the same books, movies, and
Yeah.
etc. But
Yeah.
most people don't talk about what really matters the most. That
Yeah.
is finances. You are getting married to this person, or you are married to this man, to this woman, and you can't talk about money. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, the statistics are showing us that lack of financial compatibility is the main cause of divorce. If financial compatibility, Vupe, is so important, don't you think it's just logical for everybody who wants to jump into a relationship, or for somebody who's in a relationship, or somebody who's in marriage, to talk about it? Because it's the second cause of divorce worldwide.
Yeah.
Now,
But like they say, common sense is not very common.
yes, yes. So what I find ironic, Buba, is that apart because this is truth and transformation, we're gonna say things the way they should be said. From my
Exactly.
personal observation, people are okay touching each other's private parts, but they are not okay discussing their finances. That's one thing I find so strange about money. People are
Yeah.
okay and dressing in front of each other. They are okay. They are okay even to engage in unprotected sex with somebody else. They are
Yeah.
risking their lives, but they are not okay sharing their finances to the first extent with somebody they say they love. Isn't
Yeah.
that so
It's
strange,
strange.
Bobby? Don't you think it's
It
so
is
strange?
strange. It
It is
is
extremely
strange.
strange.
Yeah.
So
But let me
that
take
is
you
one
back.
thing I found. Yes.
Yeah. I like if you could you echo again the definition about financial compatibility,
All right. So
about
so
how it's
uh,
about habits.
so it's about how well your spending habits and your
Yeah.
incomes are able to match. So what that
Uh-huh.
means, it means that if you have two people here, we're looking at how well your income and your spending habits match. So being financially compatible can help you to avoid long-term financial problems. What we mean by this, we are saying that if you are a couple, all right,
Yeah.
or people that are seeing each other,
Yeah.
the way you spend your finances, is there a correlation? All
Yeah.
right. Yes, the reason why that is important is this. If you look at the relationship, even marriages,
Yeah.
lack of financial compatibility can be translated into very different ways by different people. I'll give you an example of a husband who is on the spending side. The husband loves to spend. The wife is a saver. She's on the saving side. So if the husband lacks this information about financial compatibility, the husband may begin to think that the wife is stingy. You understand? Because she's a saver, him is a spender. So when he wants to spend maybe on relatives, on friends, on other issues, the wife says, no, let's do this. He feels she's stingy because she's a saver. Him is a spender. So they are not financially compatible. This one is a spender, this one is a saver. So is it wrong to spend money? No, it is not wrong. We all work hard because we want to spend money. Is it wrong to save money? No, it is not wrong. Before we can spend money, we need to save it. So why is it that somebody wants to save money is being classified as being stingy, while somebody who wants to spend money also is being classified as being careless? It's the same thing. One is spending money, one is saving money, but one is being classified as being careless because they spend money. One is being classified as being stingy because they save money. So indeed, financial compatibility can bring a lack of financial compatibility can bring a lot of problems in a relationship and in of course in a marriage setup, Wupe. So just to make it clearer, the definition does not just end there. It goes to personal habits. It goes
Yeah.
to also what you really love. Like I was saying, if the wife is a saver, the
Yeah.
relatives to the husband may begin to think she's stingy, including the husband.
Yes. Yes.
But because she has different financial goals, maybe she wants them to build a house. All right.
Yeah.
The husband wants to pay for the sister's school for the sister's son's school fees or daughter for the nephew's school fees or niece's school fees. So the wife
Yeah.
says no. So the husband feels she's being difficult. You understand? But
Yeah.
maybe she just has different financial goals from this man. But also the wife
Exactly.
feels the husband is careless. You understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he has different aspirations when it comes to money. So he's spending on the things he loves. So
Yeah.
both these two people are not wrong, both of them. But what
Yeah.
can bring fights is the lack of understanding of the meaning of financial compatibility. Yes.
I really like how you have explained that, right? You know what I like about new relationships, and I feel like I've been in a new relationship for a while now. But you know how you know you have these butterflies in your tummy,
Yeah.
and before, yeah, you feel like, you know, you have these butterflies in your tummy before
Yeah.
you know how it is before the wedding. Yeah, you think things
Yes.
will take care of themselves. We love each other. This love, you know, it will take
Yes.
care of us. We won't have these fights. But specifically with marriage, you have these, like you've said, extended family, for instance,
Hmm.
dynamics. Who are we going
Yes.
to take care of? How are
Yes.
we going to take care of them? And
Yes.
finances becomes a very tricky subject to
Indeed.
maneuver if you didn't
Indeed.
have these conversations prior to
Yes.
getting into the relationship. So when would you
Yes.
say, Shadrick, is a good time to start having these money conversations?
Yes. So the best time is before you get married. That's the best time.
When? Before you get married? On the
When
first date? Are we engaged?
oh, okay, here's the issue. So we are going. I'm going to break it down this way. We are going to start with
Yeah.
what happens before you get married or after
Mm-hmm.
you get married. So both
Yeah.
stages, I'm going to talk about them. Now, let's begin with before you get married. Why is
Mm-hmm.
that important? You know, most ladies are
Mm-hmm.
victims of this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, most people choose chemistry over financial compatibility. I'm going to tell you something.
True.
It is like it's like a man. You meet a very beautiful woman, all right? And because we're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
truth and transformation, I'm going to be as honest as possible so that our audience
Very
can
important.
get what we're trying to get. Yes. If you love this woman, now there's sometimes you love the woman because she's beautiful,
Yeah.
she's smart, all right? Maybe
Yeah.
she loves you too as well. But there's
Yeah.
no that other, when it comes to sexual relations, there's no that sexual
Mm-hmm.
compatibility. When that is
Mm-hmm.
missing, there is going
Yeah.
to be problems. Most people that
Yeah.
end up finding themselves seeing other people is because of that lack
Mm-hmm.
of compatibility sexually. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
so,
and
so,
also, sorry to
so,
cut you off. Sorry to just, so before you distinguish the sexual side of it, what about the so you are distinguishing the emotional feelings
yes,
and the
yes,
sexual side of it.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So why I'm talking about the sex side of things is such because I want to stress the point that financial compatibility is just as important as sexual compatibility because
Mm-hmm.
both of them
I'd say and
can cause
emotional.
problems. Yes,
Yeah.
they can cause problems in a relationship. So you
Mm-hmm.
may love somebody very much, but you don't
Mm-hmm.
feel the same way they feel about you. You understand? So in the end, you
Mm-hmm.
feel sexually attracted to somebody else. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That has been the
Mm.
problem for
I'm trying
many
to follow.
couples.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now what's happening here is that when you come to financial compatibility, it's the same thing. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
look for compatibility before you get married, when you get married, you're going to be having financial problems. Just like
Mm-hmm.
when you don't look for sexual compatibility when you get married, you're going to be having problems. You see, some people, my husband has not touched me in a month, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
my wife ABCD, because one person feels a certain way, one person doesn't feel a certain way. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing when it comes to money. You find that
Mm-hmm.
one person feels a certain way about money, the other partner
Mm-hmm.
feels a different way about money.
What
In
about
the
it?
end, they begin
Okay,
to
I
have
see what you're
problems.
saying now.
So,
Yeah.
so what I'm trying to say is that the same way the other emotional compatibility is important, is the
Mm-hmm.
exact same way financial compatibility is also important. But now think of it
Mm-hmm.
this way: which one would you choose between chemistry and compatibility? All right. Some people say they have this chemistry. People love each other. They're always
Yeah.
together. They
Yeah.
go shopping. They go out. They have this
Yeah.
beautiful chemistry. You know, but
Yeah.
they like compatibility. So most women and men they go for they go for chemistry over financial compatibility. No, let's put it this way: when looking
Yeah.
for a partner, do you
Yeah.
search for specific attributes or characteristics as a person? All right.
Yeah.
Whether we
Yeah.
admit it, Whoopi, or not, most
Yeah.
of us do. Some of us maybe are
Yeah.
going to say, when I'm looking for somebody to marry, I want somebody dark. I want
Yeah.
somebody kind, somebody forgiving. I want
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
mature. We have those things we
Absolutely.
look out for in people.
Absolutely.
All right. But
Absolutely. Yep.
when you look at all this long list of things that people look at, they don't
Yeah.
include financial compatibility. Like,
Yeah.
what are your financial goals? People talk about
Yeah.
money casually because they don't want to cause problems. A woman
Yeah.
would be thinking that maybe he's going to think I'm a gold digger. It doesn't matter what he thinks. It's
Yeah.
important you get clarity about money. It doesn't matter what this
Exactly.
woman thinks, all right? So if we can
Mhm.
dream about these characteristics and attributes, why can't we
Yeah.
find time as a couple to think about money as
Yeah.
an issue in our
Yeah.
relationship? How much
Yeah.
money do you make? If you meet somebody, you can ask them, how much money do you make? It's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Now, here's the issue.
Yeah.
Financial compatibility, Hope, has got
Yeah.
nothing to do with numbers. Doesn't matter how much money one makes.
Money you
That's not the
make.
point.
Yeah. That's not
The
the
point
point. Yeah.
is this person having the same money mindset as you? If you say, I'm going to quit my
Yeah.
job to go and do business, will this
Yeah.
person support that vision because they believe in business?
Yeah.
If you say that, you know what, I want to retire when I'm
Yeah.
40 years old, what do they think about retirement? All right.
Yeah.
What are their aspirations? Partly because if we can't think about money matters, sooner
Yeah.
than later, when you are married, you begin to have problems about money. All right. And
Yeah.
because of having different financial goals, you find that
Yeah.
there's going to be lack of financial transparency in your home or in
Yeah.
a
And yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
I know a man who built two houses. The wife did not know about it. And I know a wife who had a house and the man was paying rent to the wife because they have different financial goals. All right. So in the end, each one works in isolation. So
People are
it's
going through the
important.
most. Yeah.
Yes, it's important. It's important in a relationship, before you even begin to engage each other, you establish some
Yeah.
grounds. For example, a lady or a man can ask, do you have any debt? What are your financial
Yeah.
goals? What do you think
Yeah.
about retirement? What do you
Yeah.
think about building a house? All right.
Yeah.
If you have debt,
Mhm.
what is your plan? Do you have a plan of how you need to pay that debt? You
Yeah.
understand?
I
Certain
hear
small,
you.
small things about money can give you an insight into the mind of a person you are doing. It has got nothing to do with the salaries, all right?
I hear you. Yeah.
Because somebody can have a very little salary and still be a very good money manager. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Somebody can have
Yeah.
a lot of money and spends it as it comes, live life as it comes. They
You're
have no
low.
future plans. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
dealing with a lady or a man who has no future plans can cost you
Yeah.
and your children. I always say this about ladies. Sometimes some guys tell me, Shadrick, you're being biased. I'm not being biased. When
Hmm.
a woman, for example, seeks for a man who
Yeah.
has money, I
Yeah.
don't think it's a bad thing. I think she
No, it's
just
not.
loves her children. She wants her children to come and live. What if her dad was so broke and so poor
Yeah.
that they live
Yeah.
their lives suffering and she didn't want that life for herself and her children? All right?
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But there's
Yeah.
everything wrong with choosing a wrong person financially. They may have a lot of money, but they may not be compatible with you. You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that can cost you as well. We
Yeah.
have rich people who are married to very poor partners and they die
Yeah.
poor, but being married to somebody rich because of having
Yeah.
different financial goals.
Yeah, and you know what I like about what you've said, Shadrick, it can work both ways, right? You
Yes,
can be rich married to someone poor in the sense of mindset, or you can be poor
yes,
married to someone rich, and that is
yes,
not compatibility that ultimately affects how you will
indeed,
be as a person in
indeed,
life. But you
indeed,
brought up some very, very important points. And before I
indeed,
get into them, just to remind everyone who is on the live with us, if you want to join the conversation, the link to the video is pinned and you are welcome to join and ask questions. And remember to post your comments, and Shadrach and I will try to answer them as best as we can.
indeed.
So yeah, Shadrach, coming back to you now, you talked about something that touched two things, in fact, and I'll address them. One is mindset. I think mostly mindset, right? We live in a culture where money is sort of taboo. I mean, you and I are privileged to be in the information age, but a lot of people, the generation before us, didn't have the information that we have. Like, for instance, you said some of the questions that a couple can ask when they are in a relationship is a simple question about how much do you make? It's still, even now, like if I ask you, like, oh, Shadrick, how much do you make? I mean, don't tell me. You don't have to. But there's a certain taboo that is attached to it. I don't know why, but people feel uncomfortable to talk about money.
Indeed.
Like, from financial literacy and history, how would you say culture and religion has affected our money mindsets, which ultimately affects financial compatibility? I
So,
don't know if
so
that was too loaded.
that's a beautiful question. No, it's
Yeah,
fantastic because it
yeah,
brings out to mind something very important,
yeah,
Bupe. I had a chance to sit with one of my friends who was getting married.
yeah,
And it was as if the Bashibukombe and Banabukombe. There are some people who are doing a fantastic job, all right?
yeah. Hmm.
But some of them, it's like they are teaching a young man to be tough when it comes to dealing with the wife. They tell you don't
Yeah,
share with your wife everything. That's the notion we have. Most
yeah.
Africans will tell you that. Worldwide,
Mm.
don't tell your wife everything. That's why you
Hmm.
see most women are landlords. All right.
Yeah.
So we grow up with society that looks at a wife as if she's a thief. You understand? As if she's coming
Okay,
to steal your
that's new.
little
I never
money.
heard. Yes,
Yes.
that's
So
new.
it's like when
Okay.
a man is making these monies, Bupe,
Yeah.
it's like there's this notion that you're supposed to hide it from your wife. It's like you're dealing with
Okay.
somebody who's going to steal something from you. You understand?
Yeah.
So our
Yeah.
culture has contributed much to money because women are taught to be respectful to their husbands. All right, women
Hmm.
are taught to
Which is
show
not bad.
respect,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
not bad. Which
Yeah.
is not bad. But here's the issue:
Yeah.
they are told to keep quiet. All
Yeah.
right, they are not
Yeah.
taught. They are not taught
Yeah.
to be able to stand their grounds when need
True.
arise.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
woman would rather endure 30 years of marriage, all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
because it is said it's a woman's duty to keep a marriage going. No, that is wrong.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
both duties. Both of us have got to work very hard to keep that relationship going. It's not going to be easy, but if we work together, both of
Yeah.
us, we are equal partners. Nobody's more
Yeah.
superior than the other. Without a woman, there's no relationship. Without a man, there's no.
Yeah.
So what you have, both of you, is because both
Yeah.
of you are equally important. Whether you're earning a
Yeah.
salary or not, whether you have more money than me or not, we are equally important because you need me as much as I need you. All right.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
there's this notion about money. Women feel that when they talk about money, a man is gonna think she's a gold digger. She wants
True.
to chew my money. She's asking
Yeah.
me about money. Akonda drama.
Yeah.
Item my cholia. You understand? But men wouldn't like money, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Who
if
doesn't?
women can begin to normalize wanting better for themselves and ask questions about money, my friend, you want to marry me? How much do you earn? Not that
Yeah.
she wants his salary, no. She just wants to
Yeah.
know the kind of person she's going to be dealing with. So,
Yeah.
what are your financial goals? What
Yeah.
is your retirement plan? You
Yeah.
understand? What
Yeah.
does this man
I do.
think about compound interest, about saving for the children's school funds, family
Yeah.
expense? What is
Hmm.
it? Does he have an expense account? How does he spend his
Hmm.
money? You can
Yeah.
ask questions. So when you get paid, how are you going to use your next salary? You
Yeah.
can ask that question. Not that you want his money. No, you
Yeah.
just want to know this man. How is he going
Yeah.
to
Do
use
you
his money when he gets
budget?
paid?
Yeah. Do you
Does he
budget?
budget? You
Yeah.
understand?
Who
The
are you
same
taking
questions.
care of?
Yes,
Because sometimes you don't know that your husband or your wife to be has a lot of family responsibilities. So if you
indeed.
end at the question of how much do you get, and then someone tells you, oh, I get 50,000 kwacha, and you go away thinking that, oh, we're going to be in money, right? And then you don't know
Yes,
that from that money, he has 10 siblings he has to take to school, university, and college. At the end of the day, how much is really coming home? Because that's what you
fantastic,
will have to work with.
fantastic. And actually, the point you've mentioned, Bope, is fantastic. You say, does he have many responsibilities? Now, here's the issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes a man or a woman may have a lot of financial responsibilities, partly because
Mhm.
they have no financial roadmap. You understand?
True,
You
true.
find
The ability to say no. Yes,
one
I
man,
like that.
yes, is
Yeah.
paying for everybody's school fees in the family.
Everyone. Yes.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make you a good man. It makes
No.
you
Oof.
a careless man. You understand? Because you're gonna have
Okay.
children who will need
Yeah.
those savings when they grow up.
Yeah.
You understand? So you find that this husband or this wife, she's just paying for her sister's school fees,
Yeah.
cousins, even extended
Yeah.
family members, and then she just sees
Mm.
this one looks like they are suffering. Let's keep them. Start keeping them. This man is the breadwinner. He says no. They even tell you. Here's how people who use people say, and I'm gonna say it the way
Yeah.
they say it. They're gonna say, if not for Bupenga Katuish Panopanganda, you understand? They
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
look like they are surviving because you exist.
Because of
It's not
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's not true,
Yeah.
Pope. If you died today, they will do
They'll
just fine.
live.
They
Yeah.
will live just
They'll
fine.
live.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
financial responsibility fits hand in hand with financial compatibility as a couple has got to fit hand in hand with financial responsibilities. As a couple,
Absolutely.
what
I
are
love
you
that.
willing to commit yourselves to? You
Yeah.
understand? Do you
Yeah.
just commit yourself to anything that comes because mom called, dad called, uncle called,
Yeah.
auntie called, my cousin called, my sister called, whoever calls? No.
Yeah.
So financial compatibility fits hand in hand with what financial responsibility do you have as a couple? Is your
Yeah.
partner as responsible with money as you are?
Yeah.
They don't have to match your personality perfectly. No, that's not the point. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do they live within their means? All right.
Yeah.
Do they spend less than they earn
Yeah.
and pay their bills on time? That's the question you can
Yeah.
ask your partner. When do you
Yeah.
pay rent? They say, no, I don't want to be paying my landlord because if I'm paying early as a kapusa, that is a wrong financial attitude. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
ask those questions. When do you pay your rentals? So when are you gonna pay
Yeah.
for your next payment? And you see how
Yeah.
you see a sharp person. For example,
Yeah.
in my entire at some point I was kicked out of a house that I used to rent some time back. If there's one thing I hate in my life is
Yeah.
having problems with a landlord. All right.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
I started doing, I started paying for my rentals 4 months in advance
Uh-huh.
to avoid problems with any landlord. You understand?
Yeah. Like don't
Because
come make
it's not a
noise.
good thing at all. So sometimes you
Yeah.
can ask them, so how do you pay rent? If they pay rentals monthly, sometimes it can indicate a lack of planning. But again,
Yeah.
sometimes it can indicate maybe they're having little finances to be able to pay in advance. All right.
Yeah.
So you can ask them,
Yeah.
so what are your plans for expansion of your finances? Whether you're a man
Yeah.
or a woman, you can ask your partner. All right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
marriage is a partnership. And marriage
Yeah.
is one of the single most important financial transactions. And if people who are in relationships and marriages could look at marriage as a financial transaction, a lot of things can work. Now, here's the issue. It
I
is easy
like
to see. Yes?
Yeah, sorry, you brought up a fire point, and I think it's potentially problematic, but I completely agree with you. I'm with you 100%. When you look at, for instance, the monarchy, and you look at the Indians and their class societies, right?
Yes.
They insist on marrying like-minded people. I mean, it has
Indeed.
its own unhealthy uh, its own unhealthy sides to it, but it's exactly what you're saying. It hinges on the fact that they keep it that way because when you bring an outsider, they don't understand the rules that surround your class. They don't understand the rules that surround the royal family. So when you bring them in, you see a bit of problems, right?
Yes.
And that's what you're saying about seeing. And a long time ago, it used to be a financial transaction. I mean, even here in
Yes.
Africa, marriages
Yes.
used to be, they used to be arranged.
Yes.
A mother or a father would just take a woman to a man's home. You're old
Indeed.
enough. Now it's time to get married here as a woman. I mean, again, that had its own unhealthy side to it, but we didn't hear as much divorce as we do
Indeed.
now. Not to say that I advocate for arranged marriages. I don't. I love,
Indeed.
like I was saying. I'm glad I get to choose my own partner. But yeah, they
Yes.
looked at it as a financial transaction.
Yes.
They married each other. But
Yes.
just so that, just riding on that point that you have talked about, how do I, if I am a single person and I have heard this conversation you and I are
Yes.
having, how do I look out for someone I am financially compatible with? Because again,
Boom.
when you think about it, right? I can become, if I'm someone who does not live within my means, I do not budget, I do not read, I'm not getting any financial literacy, and I meet someone who is just like me, we're compatible, but we're not responsible, like you have said. So there's financial duties and responsibility,
Yes.
and there's compatibility.
Yes.
So how do I look out for compatibility? Two questions. Sorry, Shadrick, I've gone ahead of myself.
Indeed.
How do I become financially responsible so that I
Yes.
become someone I can be seen as a financially wise, compatible partner? That's one.
Fantastic.
And then
Mm-hmm.
once I'm that person, how do I find it in another person? So start with me, and then how do I see it in another person?
All right. So, to be financially, financial compatibility also at a personal level. When I have people that come to my trainings,
Mm-hmm.
I ask them, what are your goals?
Yeah.
And you're going to find that some people, they're not compatible with their goals. You find
Yeah.
that one
Oh,
person want to buy a car, they want
yeah.
to do things that are beyond their reach.
Yeah,
You
means.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people say it is easy, you can do anything that you want, you can become anything. That is not true. Let's not lie to each other. If you can do anything that you like, why don't you have a
Yeah.
plane right now? You understand? It's not,
It's
it's
true.
not, it's not like, so people say,
Shadrach,
no,
Shadrach,
just
don't
believe.
discourage people. Yes, people can believe, but we also have to tell them the full truth that you have to
Yes,
break down those goals to smaller goals so that you can
yes.
get there.
So now the issue at
Yeah.
the personal level, you need to have
Yeah.
compatible goals. When you have compatible goals with your finances, it makes sense. All
Okay.
right. For example, if I get, if I get 100, if I get 10,000 as a salary,
Yeah.
and I've set my goal that I need to build my dream house in June. Today is
Yeah.
January. 6 months. I'm not gonna afford that. You understand?
That's not smart. No, it's not
I am
smart
not
goals. Yeah.
compatible with my goals. If I get a 10,000 kwacha salary, I go and buy an iPhone with 30,000 kwacha. I'm not
Ooh.
compatible with my finances. Do you understand? I'm spending
Yeah.
on things I can't afford.
Afford. Yeah.
Financial compatibility at a personal level requires that you have a healthy view of yourself. You
Yeah.
don't live to
How do
show
I get there?
others, but
Yeah.
you live for something greater in the future. So you,
Yeah.
you, you don't live in the tyranny of now. Like you
Yeah.
spend money as it comes. All right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the point, Ruth. Financial compatibility
Mhm.
isn't about avoiding partners who've made money mistakes. That's not the point. Somebody could
Like
have
that.
made a
Love
lot of
that.
money mistakes, all right?
Yeah.
Or could have
Yeah.
incurred a lot of debt.
Yeah.
Compatibility isn't about someone with a lot of money, six-figure bank account. No, it's not about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Financial compatibility is a lot more important than your net worth, than your
Yeah.
salary, all right? Because
That's
you can
something
earn,
completely different.
it's
Yeah.
different. You can earn a lot of money and still not be financially compatible with somebody and begin to use money independent of each other in isolation, all
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
husband wakes up and buys a car that the wife does not know about. And then he
Yeah.
sends a surprise. Why do you get the money to buy me a car?
Yeah.
You understand? I
Yeah.
love surprises, but I need to know where your money is coming.
Yeah.
Don't just get the gift because it suits you.
Yeah.
So financial compatibility personal level has got to do with what kind of things do you buy with your variable finances. If, for example, tonight I go out to go and watch a movie somewhere, the kind of car somebody drives shows are they compatible with their finances? All right.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Yeah.
earn a small amount of money, I'm going to give an example. Not this is just an example.
Yeah.
On my vehicle, on average in a month, I use about between 12,000 and 9,000 kwacha in fuel, just fuel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I got that car is because at my level, that's what I can afford. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
I am not going to go and get a V8 because I can't afford it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may have
Yeah.
some little coins to buy a car as big as that, but I'm saying, I'm
Yeah.
asking myself, can I afford
Is it
this car?
necessary? Yeah. Is it
If it had
necessary?
a
Yeah.
problem, if I need to change the gearbox, or if I need to change
Yeah.
something, can I afford? So
Yeah.
I can manage to buy it, but I can't afford
Yeah.
it. So I have
Yeah.
to be compatible with my finances. All right. I
Mm-hmm.
buy things that are within my means.
Yeah.
So you can look at the kind of things you buy. Are they
Yeah.
a reflection of the amount of money you make? Or you look more
Yeah.
richer than you are right now? You understand?
And we have a lot of people who
You
live
look
like
rich,
that.
but you are poor. You are
Yeah.
flexing
Yeah.
without muscles. You understand? You don't
Yeah.
flex without muscles. Like
Yeah. Like get into the gym first, guy. Like first get into the gym and do the
go to the
work.
gym and do the work, then have muscles to flex. You know, you
Yeah,
can't
to
flex
flex.
without
Yeah.
muscles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are talking about now when it comes to the other person, for
Yes.
the other person, for you to see whether you're financially compatible with them, they are quite a list. All right. Number one,
Okay.
you need to have some financial values, because
Okay.
financial compatibility is about understanding the one's financial habits. What are
Yeah.
their preferences? All right.
Yeah.
It's about holding the same values and having the same long-term goals. Not
Okay.
really the exact same goals, but similar
Yeah.
long-term goals. For example, I
Yeah.
want to retire when I'm 40 years old. I want to be at the
Yeah.
farm with my children,
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
and people are running my company somewhere. All right.
Yeah.
Is my partner thinking about the same when it comes to retirement? Does she want us to have a
Yeah.
farm and live there
Yeah.
at that farm with our
Yeah.
children? All right.
Yeah.
Or does she
Yeah.
want to work all her entire life? All right.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
financial compatibility has got to do with values. It's not about dating someone with infinite financial knowledge, somebody who has a lot of knowledge about money, they have a master's degree. No.
Yeah.
Wow, that may be nice to have as
Yeah.
or a bonus. If you're an
Yeah.
accountant, you have an accountant wife. I mean, it's fantastic. You feel good
It's
about it, okay?
fantastic.
Because you have somebody who understands what you do. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
And just to
partner
quickly,
doesn't.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, just to quickly jump in, also, when we talk about financial compatibility, it's very easy for someone to walk away thinking that we are not compatible if they do not pursue wealth. I always say,
indeed.
like, you know what? It's not everyone's wish and goal to be stinking rich. There are some people who
Yes,
want to serve. They want to
yes,
go and serve as missions. There are women
yes,
who want to stay at home and raise their
yes,
children, and they're okay.
yes,
And they've agreed
yes.
with their partner that that's what financial compatibility means to them, right? So it's very important. And I hope everyone listening doesn't go away from this conversation thinking that financial compatibility demands that we should make a lot of money and we should be rich. It just means, like you are saying, our habits, like you had said the definition, it's having habits that match, that will
Yes.
allow for us to live in harmony in the home.
Peacefully.
So yes, to be
Fantastic.
peaceful, to be happy and peaceful in a home, because that's the goal. So you find one wants to go and become a missionary, another person wants to go and bungee jump, and they want to travel. And then, like you had said when we were beginning, they have this chemistry that draws them together. But when they get married, because those goals are not compatible, soon they start to fight.
To fight,
Then the
yes.
number one top reason that you talked about that is causing marriages to end now, infidelity sets in, because one wants to bungee jump, another one wants to stay at home, they want to
Yes.
save more, then the money problem comes in. So I just wanted to say it's important for people, first of all, to decide, what does success look like to you? What does success look like to
You
both of
making
you?
sense, Bope.
And
That's
then
fantastic.
and then you start working towards that. So I think
Yes.
I think, like you are saying, it's very brilliant, and I really like that. So now that I am the person who I've learned, right? I had debt. I have gotten some financial literacy. I've started to take steps to clean up my act, and now I'm looking for someone to be with, right? How do I spot the red flags? What are the red flags? What is dangerous?
Yes. Yeah. I think. Yeah, that's a good one. Uh, wow, that's a good one. So there are some really red flags. Now, before I say them, let me just commend you for the point you brought to the table. Ruth,
Which one?
I love this point. You said
Yeah.
financial compatibility does not really mean that as a wife you have to make money, or as a husband you have to make money. It means that The wife can choose to be a mom and raise her children at home, while the husband does the work and brings what needs to be worked for them. That is compatible, because you
Absolutely.
agree that
You've
this is what
agreed.
success looks like to
Yeah.
us. My wife is going to be home, raise our kids, I'm
Yeah.
going to go for work. But both of you have got to agree. Then you don't have got to make money about them. I think that's it. Okay, that's fantastic. Now, here are some of
Thank you,
red
Shadrick.
flags. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the financial red flags, there are quite a lot.
Yeah.
One of the most, among the things I advise my clients when they come, and I think this is what we're going to talk about in our upcoming workshop on
1st of
1st of
October.
October.
The workshop is 1st of October. Remember to register. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
One of them is lack of financial transparency. You have a husband, like I said, I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
You have couples that are okay touching each other's private parts, but they're not okay sharing their finances. You understand? What is wrong with just telling your wife that I have this money in the bank?
Yeah.
What is so hard about that? All right?
I don't know.
What is wrong about telling your husband that before you married me, I was in employment and I saved up so much? What is so hard about that?
Yeah.
So that the wife has been working, she's saved thousands, the husband does not know. All right?
Yeah.
And she still demands money from him. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
People are okay sleeping with each other, not protecting themselves. They can even get diseases. All right? That is more riskier.
Won't talk about money.
More riskier. Yes, it's more riskier than discussing money.
Yeah.
It's more riskier, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, because money, you can make it today, it will finish,
Yes.
You can make more money tomorrow.
So lack of financial transparency is a biggest red flag. A woman who is financially compatible with you, or a man who's financially compatible with you, they are going to be transparent about how they spend their money. For example, if they have a plan to buy land and start doing pottery, they'll tell you, okay, I've been saving for so much for so many months, and I want to raise so much. I want to start, a pottery business. All right. Financial transparency is what facilitates accountability in a relationship. You cannot be accountable for something that nobody knows you have or you've done. So if you have money that you should hidden, you're going to be misusing those monies on your own. So you find that the wife looks so beautiful, looks so good, so nice, so pretty. Look at the husband, he's messed up. The wife has good money. All right.
Like, what's going on?
He's busting his back day and night, suffering for the family when the wife is comfortably loaded in the bank. She can't bring that money. So her money, she's just sharing with her friends, her cousins, her sisters, her relatives, But she can't help the man she claims to love. She can't do that. Even the man looks so good, drives a very nice car. Look at the wife. So poor. What is wrong? There's lack of financial transparency. So if you are seeing somebody or you are married to somebody, they don't disclose their finances to you. That's the biggest red flag. All right? If you can sleep with somebody without protecting yourself, then disclosing how much money you have should be easy.
It's a really small issue.
It's a really small issue as compared to your life. If you can go and eat the food somebody's prepared for you, they could have poisoned you.
Imagine
with a complete heart,
with a clean conscience.
Why can't you trust them with your money? You understand? So one of the red flags is lack of financial transparency. That's the biggest. But also the other one is debt. Now, why am I saying it is not wrong to have debt? Guys, I'm gonna ask that please share this video. Please click that share button right now. Please share video, tag somebody, and let us know how you are finding this information. Please ask your questions. We'll be happy to respond in the next few minutes. Please share the video. One of the things I want to talk about is that if somebody has debt, there's nothing wrong with debt. All right? I'm gonna tell you something, Rupe. I made some terrible losses. And at the same time, my laptop shut down. So I didn't have a laptop to use. I didn't have money. I had made losses. So I went to a gentleman. His name was in Tanzania. He's like a young brother to me. I went to borrow he sells laptops.
That name sounds very familiar.
So I went to him and I told him that I don't have money. All right. But I need a laptop. So he gave me a laptop on credit. And I told him that, you know what? I'm going to pay you on the 15th of this month, of July.
Yeah.
July came,
Yeah.
I didn't have the money. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't have the
Yeah.
money to pay him. Up until
Yeah.
summer August, when I paid him something very small again, because I didn't have the
Yeah.
money to pay. So I'm saying, what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that debt is not wrong. We all have got our
Yeah.
lowest points, and then we need help. But if
Yeah.
you are dealing with a lady or a man who has debt, but they have no plan of how they're going to pay back. If somebody tells, how much do you
Yeah.
owe? When I got a loan from the bank, how much? 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. So what's your plan? Say, no,
Yeah.
they'll be deducting from my salary. That is wrong.
Yeah.
That is slavery. You are supposed to get a 10,000 or 5,000, whatever it is, and then they are deducting you 1,828, whatever it is. That
Yeah.
is a wrong money mindset. You
Yeah.
understand? If you are
Yeah.
gonna borrow, are you borrowing
Yeah.
for consumption or are you borrowing for investment? So you've
Yeah.
got to look for those things. If they tell you they are owing, you tell them, but what did you do with the money? Ask them
Yeah.
so that you understand why they took that 40,000.
Yeah.
Because if you don't understand that, when you get money,
Yeah.
they'll still be borrowing money which you don't know they're going to use it for.
True. I
You
always say people
understand?
don't change. Who
So
they are
find out,
before is who they are after. So yeah.
yes, Mupe.
Yeah.
Find out what they use the loan. They don't know I bought a car. So if you got a loan to buy a car,
Yeah.
as a man, if you get a loan to buy a car so that you could look good, that's how you know you failed financially as a man.
Yeah.
As a
Okay.
man, you're not supposed to go and borrow money to buy a car so you can look good. So what if you have a car? So what? So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. For
There
social
are lots of
media, people need to
people.
see that you're doing fine in life.
So that is the bad money mindset.
Yeah. True.
So
True.
you should buy a car when
Yeah.
you can afford it, right? Don't go
Absolutely.
and borrow money to
Absolutely.
buy a car. I think this thing
Yeah.
we can't even talk more about that one. But the other red
Yeah.
flag could be gambling, bola
Yeah.
bet. You have a man who plays bola bet. I mean,
And it's
what is
become such a huge thing now.
no? What I'm saying, I'm not campaigning the business, all right?
Yeah.
But
It's
gambling,
just as addictive though. It's addictive.
maybe let me not say bola bet. Let me retract that to avoid
No,
classifying
it's
one aspect.
gambling.
Let me
Okay.
say gambling, all right?
It
Let me
is
just say
gambling.
gambling.
Yes.
A man who does gambling, all right? Or
And
a lady
woman,
does
even
gambling.
women. Sorry to cut you. There's one
Yes.
story. A woman received like money contributions for her daughter's kitchen party, decided
Yes.
to take it to one of these gambling places, thinking that she could make double or whatever. The event didn't
Mhm.
happen because all the money went under. And that's the mindset. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you need to look for, do they gamble? Are they in debt? If they're in debt,
Yeah.
do they have a plan of how they're going to pay
What's the
back?
plan?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could look for, do they have a monthly budget? You
Yeah.
find that some couples and some people, they plan when the money comes. That's a
Yeah.
bad money habit. All right. And then you
Yeah.
could also look for the type of car they drive. A man
Mhm.
that gets a 10,000 kwacha drives a Mercedes Benz. You understand? You are sure we
Hey,
are
maybe
living
he has
above
a
your
side
means.
hustle, but
No,
maybe he has a
no. Here's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I'm looking at a net income in the month of 10,000 kwacha. This is not to say you can't
yeah,
drive a Mercedes Benz if you
it's
can drive. I know
yeah,
people get paid five and they're driving big cars. All right, because maybe
yeah,
they have other businesses that bring
yeah,
in money and they're able to buy those assets. But I'm saying a man
yeah.
who owns a 10,000 kwacha as the
Strictly,
only
yeah,
source of income, that is
yeah,
his salary, and he buys a BMW or a Mercedes Benz, that is
yeah.
unrealistic. Because
No,
a
it's
monthly maintenance
terrible.
of that car today, if I'm going to use my calculator right now, just
Yeah,
multiply the monthly expense of a Mercedes Benz right now.
yeah.
It's about 2,600 kwacha on a month. All
Every
right.
month.
Every month, if you want your car to be tip-top condition for a Mercedes Benz or a BMW, those are no, I'm not talking about those luxury ones, but these middle
The
class,
small ones, the
the small
Corolla of the
ones,
Benzes.
like
Yeah,
like like the C200,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I whatever I BMW, not those
I
big big ones,
30,
but this
130, yeah,
yes,
C 130, yeah,
it's about 2,000, between 2,100 and 2,600 kwacha right now.
yeah,
If that's what you want to get, all right, and then you
yeah,
get
yeah.
10,000 kwacha, then you have rentals, you have food, you have fuel. That's living above your means. You understand?
It
That's
is.
a red flag.
Yeah,
So as a lady, don't just be excited when a man drives a nice car. does
Yeah.
that car correlate with the money they make? You
Yeah.
understand?
I like that. I
Because
like that.
it's the same thing with the lady. The lady has a iPhone. Not that it's a
Yeah.
bad thing, but her salary is
Mhm.
just 5,000. She has
Yeah.
iPhone 12. She has no
Yeah.
other source of income.
Now iPhone
It
14 is
tells
out,
you,
so
it tells you that this lady, iPhone 14, this lady is not doesn't have a very good money mindset. She's
no,
okay
okay.
showing off to people with an expensive phone. Here's what I tell you about phones. Somebody told me, Shadrick, you have I use my iPhone XS Max. Somebody was telling me, why don't you top up a small amount and get iPhone 12 or iPhone 13?
13.
Uh,
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I don't have time for fixing things that are not broken. My phone is just fine. If my phone begins to give me problems, I'm gonna change it. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. All right,
It's
I'm happy
working.
with it. Look at my picture,
Yeah.
but it's okay. It's not so bad. I think I'm alright
Yeah.
with it. You see.
Yeah.
So that's a red flag. Expensive
Yeah.
things that don't match their current earnings. You understand?
Or
It's
don't
a
even
red
serve a
flag.
purpose, right? Yeah, like you are saying, if you were using it and you needed, like we talked about the other day, you need
Yes.
like good quality thumbnails and you
Yes.
know that it's an investment for something. No one is going to
Yes.
say, hey, don't do it. But if you
Yes.
don't need it, really,
Yeah. So
yeah.
the other red
So,
flag could be
yeah,
maybe just unnecessary responsibilities.
yeah.
This
But
lady,
that's
I don't know
relative though.
who's school. Yes, there are some responsibilities you can. I'm not saying you can't pay for somebody's school fees,
Yeah,
but there are some self-inflicted stress where you are not the
true.
only in the family, but you want to pay for
Yeah,
everyone's school fees in the family. That's a red
yeah,
flag. You understand?
yeah, yeah,
Because it means you don't think about your future. If you
yeah,
spend your entire life paying for people's
yeah,
school fees,
yeah,
when are you gonna retire and enjoy yourself and enjoy your hard
yeah,
work? You
yeah.
understand? So you
Are you
can pay
even
for
thinking
people's
about
school
it?
fees. Yes, if you
Mm,
can afford, well and good. But if you can't afford, be honest and say, guys, I
yeah,
can't. I can afford just to pay me for one, not for two.
yeah,
You
yeah,
understand? Or
yeah,
because right now my money is like this, I can't afford. Be
yeah,
honest when you can't afford. I
yeah,
didn't have a car for a long time, Abupe, because I
yeah,
couldn't afford one. All right.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
when I made my first 100,000, I couldn't have a
yeah,
car because I couldn't
yeah,
afford a car. You
yeah,
understand? So
yeah. I like that.
we only were able to go and buy that particular car when we were now able to pay for it and say, "Fine, we can now
Yeah,
afford it." Then we were able to buy
yeah.
the car. You know,
I
but if
like
the,
that.
the day we
Love
didn't have
that.
the money, we said, "Mommy, let's leave it. We're not
Yeah.
gonna buy it."
Stress about it. Yeah.
We don't stress about it. So those are some of
Yeah.
the red flags that you can look out for somebody. But in a marriage, as a husband and as a wife, you know,
Yeah.
lack of financial transparency.
Is
The
number
wife does not
one.
even know. Now, here's the issue. Lack of
Yeah.
financial compatibility can cause problems also. I wish Dr. Clinton Kadoch was here because he
Yeah.
understands human behavior more. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took a research not too long ago, and here's
Yeah.
what I found out, Ube. I
Yeah.
found out that people that are not financially compatible,
Yeah.
they have a very unhealthy sexual routine. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
Because more often than not, they
Mm-hmm.
find themselves arguing. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Now, because they
Yeah.
argue so much about money, the sexual desire reduces in both parties. So
Yeah.
lack of financial compatibility also affects both a man and a woman when it comes to
Yeah.
sexual relations. Because you don't
Yeah.
want to sleep with a person that you know has money and you are hungry, or you don't have good
Yeah.
clothing, you don't have shoes, but they can't
Yeah.
help you. You understand?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you look at this person, do they want me just for sex as a wife or as a husband? Or do they
Yeah.
care about me genuinely? You understand?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
moment you begin to feel that this person does not care about you genuinely, that sexual drive
Jen, yeah.
reduces. These are
Yeah.
facts, Abupe. I took that
Yeah.
research a
Yeah.
few months ago. And
Yeah.
people that are not compatible financially don't even kiss in
Mm.
their relationships. They don't because they are stressed, most of them, most of the times. This
Yeah.
one works nicely. But here's the point I want to make. Just
Yep.
because you are financially incompatible does not mean you're
Yep.
bad people. No, that's not the
I
point.
was coming to that. Like, so we're already here. We're in this marriage. Our emotions
Yes,
are off. How do we come
yes.
out of the woods?
Fantastic is the issue. So,
Yeah.
you when like I said, the wife could be a saver, the husband
Yeah.
could be a spender. They
Yeah.
are not financially compatible. It does not make them
Yeah.
bad people. There
Yeah.
could be amazing people with amazing
Yeah.
personalities. You understand? Beautiful
Yeah.
personalities,
Yeah.
good people, loving people, but they have
Yeah.
different financial goals, and because of that, they are always finding themselves fighting unnecessarily. You
Yeah.
understand? Not
Yeah.
that they are
Yeah.
bad people, not that one of them is bad, but they don't understand each other's
They're just
financial
not
life.
good for each other. That's in that space they're in for
When
that
it's come to
time.
their, yes, they have a different financial life. So they
Yeah.
find themselves arguing, even over a 50 kwacha, they argue. You are careless about money. You understand? You are careless. How do you spend the 100 kwacha? How do you do? Because of
Yeah.
lack of financial compatibility. You understand? So how do
Yeah.
you come out? As a couple, I think if you don't talk about money, you have to talk to start talking about money. I usually
Yeah.
advise wives, especially, and also to say, if you have a husband who looks so good as a nice car, can you tell them that we're gonna have a plot? Let's
Yeah.
make a plan for this year. All right. What about our children? What life do we want for our children? Even a
Yeah.
husband can do the same. You sit your wife down
Yeah.
because you find that sometimes the husband has got a financial roadmap. He wants to save money so that he can build a house for the family. He can give
Yeah.
his children a better life. He's saving for the
Yeah.
school fees, but the wife wants to look good. She wants to look fancy. You understand? Because
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
financial goals does not include the future. You understand?
Yeah.
Her financial
Yeah.
goals are in the short term. She wants to look good
Yeah.
now. She wants to enjoy it now. All right?
Yeah.
The husband's financial
Mm.
goals are in the future. He wants, when he's
Yeah.
45 years old, he wants to be at the farm. So he's saving for
Yeah.
that. He's working
Yeah.
and not spending that much. So this man is being classified as being stingy. All right? On the other hand,
Yeah.
him is classifying his wife as being careless. You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you find that two people can call each other names they don't deserve. You
Yeah.
understand? Because you're
I
not
hear you.
understanding their financial lives. So
Yeah.
as a couple, you come out of this problem by begin to table it seriously. You tell your wife, "Mommy,
Yeah.
we need to talk.
Yeah.
Don't come and start joking around. No, no. Talk about it. Get a
Yeah.
notebook. I have a notebook. I have a very nice diary. My older brother gave it to me. I use it to write
Lovely.
my plans and things like that. You need to sit down
Lovely.
and write your goals down.
Yeah.
Set
Yeah.
realistic goals. Don't set big goals that you can't achieve as a
Yeah.
couple. No.
Yeah.
If both of you are working, can you sit yourselves down and say, "Mommy, we've been married for how many years? For 5 years. Where do you? I
Yeah.
don't know why you spend your money when you get paid. For me,
Yeah.
when I get paid, I just bring money home, pay rentals, school fees for children. You, I don't know why you take your money. I think
Yeah.
it's high time we put our heads together.
Together.
You and me are partners in this relationship. Our
Yeah.
women, our kashi, we are one.
One.
If you
Yeah.
care so much about your sister or your brother, you should have married them. You understand? Let me just state the way it's supposed to be said, Wupe. This is not to say that you're not supposed to care about your sister or your brother, but I'm just saying that
Yeah, you should,
when you're
but
a married
there's certain
person,
boundaries. Yeah.
there should be a certain level of regard you give your partner. You understand?
True. True.
That you cannot give your younger sister or your younger brother
True.
or your older brother, whatever. There's a certain level because this is the person who is one with you.
With
You
you.
understand?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
it comes to finances, can you show them some respect?
Yeah.
You understand? Whether you're a man
I
or
hear
you're a
you.
woman, it's important
Yeah.
because that will protect you from unnecessary headaches. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you begin to talk about money as a couple in an
Yeah.
honest manner, can you
Yeah.
tell me what you don't like about when it comes to spending money? Can you tell me
Yeah.
what you hate about my spending habits? All right?
Yeah.
Can you also tell the other person what you don't like about their spending habits? All
Yeah.
right? And then can you agree on what you want to achieve as a couple going forward?
Yeah.
And here's the question I ask couples when they come. I ask
Yeah.
them this question every time. Those who come for my trainings, I ask them that, is it really true that as a couple you are happy the way you are? This is the life you
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 out of 10 don't answer straight.
I mean, because
Is
there's
it,
always room for improvement also.
yes, is it really
Yeah.
true that as a couple you're happy with your financial life?
Yeah.
8 out of 10 couples that I've dealt with, they are not happy. You understand? They don't
Yeah.
answer even straight. All right.
Yeah.
So ask each other honest questions. Not to cry shinga butter as a couple. That is out. You understand? Ukula shinga butter, mashinga neighbors butter, what more are we in? No.
Stop
Tamawi,
pretending.
accept life the way it is. Have a
Where
healthy
you
view of
are.
yourself. Like I was saying, I
Yeah.
didn't have money to buy a laptop. I called
Yeah.
Tazana.
Yeah.
Tazana, I have a problem. You
Yeah.
understand? He helps me with
Yeah.
the laptop. I get it on credit.
Yeah.
I say, I'm going to pay
Yeah.
you back.
Yeah.
You understand? You have to have
Yeah.
a healthy view. So if you don't have a healthy view of yourself, it will be difficult to
Yeah.
even, for example, if I had this bad view of myself, I wouldn't have bought a
Yeah.
laptop. I would
Yeah.
have pretended that I have money. You
Yeah.
understand? But my
Yeah.
friend, I have made payable losses. I don't even know where to
Yeah.
start from. I'm broke
Yeah.
at the moment. Being
Yeah.
broke is different from being poor. You can be broke because it's temporary. It's just a
Yeah.
phase. It's gonna pass. All right.
Yeah.
So I get this out
Yeah.
of the way. So talk about it as a husband and the wife. What do you want your children to be like in the next 5 years? What kind of schools do you want them to go to in the
Them
next
to go
5 years?
to.
What kind
Yeah.
of a house do you want to live in? All right.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
talking about money in a much more responsible, and then start being accountable to each other about
Yeah.
monies. If you
I
get your
love
husband
that.
gets a 10,000 kwacha, your
Yeah.
wife gets some money, or if the wife works, whoever works. Now here's the issue: to help you.
Yeah.
If you're a couple, to help you, this is the truth. If you find that the husband works, there's
Yeah.
this notion you feel like you are more valuable to the family than the wife because she's at home. You understand?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
really, taking care of children,
Ooh,
cooking for you, washing, cleaning, and giving you sexual needs, those are a
it's a
lot of
lot of work. Just to stop you in your
it,
tracks there,
yes,
for a long time I had been at home before I got married, and I used to do the chores, I used to clean, I used to cook. I didn't even have a
yeah,
husband. And
yeah,
now I am in a busy job, and I promise you, like, I'm on the road, and like sometimes you're breaking nights because you want to meet deadlines.
yes,
To this day, I'll tell you honestly, as a woman who's done both roles, this job that I'm doing now is way easier than being at home, cooking,
yes,
cleaning, listening to your younger siblings and whatever is going on with them.
yes,
That's hard work.
yes.
That's
It's a lot
hard
of
work.
work.
It is.
So whoever is bringing an income should respect the one who is at home, because you
Absolutely.
can't do both.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you
no.
switch the
It's
roles,
hard.
your wife goes to look for a job, you begin to look for the children, you're going to appreciate your wife that she has patience. Because
I'm
sometimes these things
telling
can
you.
piss you off.
Yeah, give you a headache.
You don't have control. Because they are very
Oh,
stressful, I'm
Malakaka
telling you.
these days.
Yes, I'm just saying, not that it can
Yeah.
happen, but I'm just saying if you,
Yeah.
you,
The
you,
way
you
you
can
feel
appreciate your
about it.
wife's self
Yeah.
control when you remain at
Yeah.
home with the children, then you're going to say, Ma, way,
Absolutely.
this lady is well about
I'm
her self
telling you.
control.
I'm
She then
telling
beats
you.
kids unnecessarily, even though they're, because kids can just stress you. You
Oh,
understand?
they can be
So,
stressful.
so
Yeah.
the one who brings in money should not look at the one who doesn't bring in money as if they're not important. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because financial compatibility does not mean you both have got to work. No, it simply means you both have
No.
got to have similar money habits.
Habits. Very important. Very. Just a quick one though. What do you think about this? You remember at the beginning I had the question about what do you think that how religion and culture have impacted. We touched
Yes.
the the culture side, but we didn't really touch the religion. So you have talked about, a couple is one that is more a biblical principle, but even I think
Mm-hmm.
even a legal principle,
Yeah.
till death do us part, that is supported
Yeah.
by the law. But on the other hand, there are certain people who've interpreted scripture to say the wife is the helpmeet as per Genesis, right? For instance,
Mm-hmm.
therefore, one person, a man would be like, no, you know what? I'm the one who is supposed to take care of the finances. She shouldn't touch it. Then there's another school of thought that holds the view that, everything we have is which is the view I hold, just putting it out there. Everything we have as a couple it belongs to God. right? And we're merely stewards. So if today finances in our home come through my husband, it means that God has blessed us through him and we should work it out together. If it comes
Fantastic.
through me, God has blessed the family because we are one and we should work
Yes.
together. So
That's the point.
from what you are saying, oh, you agree. So would you advise therefore for couples to come clean with resources rather than leaving the burden on one person? I mean, not even the Bible says that two are better than one because
Than
they
one.
gain more for their labor. So for me,
Yes.
that's the opinion I hold. I feel like if money comes into the home, you know, whoever brings it, you are just the vessel through which that money came
Fantastic.
through. Yeah. So you should put it
That's a
together. But what would
fantastic
you
view.
say? Yeah. What would you say though to the couple that the man says, I should take care of, I'm the man, what she does with her money, that's her business. What
You
are the
see, that's
dangers
a
you're
good one.
opening yourself up to? Yeah.
You are opening up to the life of working in isolation.
Yeah.
No, biblically
Absolutely.
speaking, First Timothy 5:8, we
Yeah.
see there that a man has got a moral obligation
Yeah.
to be able to provide for his family. All right,
Mm.
that's a God-given responsibility. A
Yeah.
wife has got a responsibility to be a helper.
Yeah.
One thing you're going to notice, the Bible did not say what kind of things wife is going to help you with. It
We
says she's
see
going to
it
be a
was.
helper.
So
The
where are
Bible
you
did not
lacking?
did not did not
That's where she
specify
comes.
that she's gonna help you
Yeah.
this way and that way. No, she's
Yeah.
gonna be a helper. You understand?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
would help you with finances. She would help you pay rent. She would help you when you are down. She could help
Yeah.
you emotionally. She could help you
Yeah.
mentally. She could help you in different other ways. The Bible did
Different
not
ways.
point at
Like where are
one
you
thing
lacking?
that wife is
Yeah.
going to help you in areas you are like, even with wisdom. Sometimes some wives are more
Yeah.
wiser than their husbands, and they're able to pump sense into
Absolutely.
their husband until the husband
Yeah.
becomes into normal status and by society because he's married to
Yeah.
a very sensible wife. Yes, you know
Yeah.
some domestic guys, they marry
Yeah.
this sensible woman and they become
Yeah.
respected because of the wife.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The wife
Yes, I
has
hear you.
helped
I've
you to
seen
gain
that.
respect from
Yeah.
people. You
Yeah.
understand? So what we're saying here,
Yeah.
we are saying that as a man, don't have that hero mindset. All
Yes,
right? Don't
necessarily.
be a
Yeah.
hero. Yes, you're a
Yeah.
provider, but can
Yeah.
you please bring this
Yeah.
woman
Yeah.
as an equal partner? It works
Yeah.
best when you're equal partners. All right?
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, I usually advise men who come from my training that you know what to help you as a man.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you should show leadership in your home. All right?
Yes, very
And
important. Yeah.
leadership means that you don't look at yourself as a boss.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Because if you have money and you look at that money as your money, you're gonna spend it because you're the boss.
Yeah.
But if you look at that money as family money, you're gonna be
Yeah.
responsible because you know it's not your money alone, but for the
Yeah.
family. You
Yeah.
understand? It's gonna help you to use
Yeah.
that money wisely because you look at your
Yeah.
personal finances as if it's family money.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
way, it's gonna help you. I wish we could go on and on. We are running out of time.
I wish we're
We
13
can take
minutes
a few
over time.
questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yeah, let's see what's happening.
Let's take a few questions and we'll check out a few comments and see. If you want
Yeah.
to come live on screen, guys, there's a comment right there. You can click it
Yeah.
and you can ask us a question or you can bring a contribution. We'll be happy
Yeah.
to respond.
Yeah.
If you have a question or a contribution or anything like that,
Yeah.
please feel free to come through.
To
We'll be
come.
happy to respond. Type in a
Yeah.
question. There's a comment right here,
Yeah.
which we have pinned. If you have seen, we have pinned
Yeah.
a comment. We have pinned a comment. That comment there, so you can
Yeah.
click that comment. That link. It will bring you live. And
Yeah.
tell us your views, guys. We want to hear your
Yeah.
views. We would like
Yeah.
to know what you think about tonight's topic. Tell us
Yeah.
if you have any question. Before we go, we have a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's read a few comments. Victoria, you can read the comments, I think.
Okay, so Victoria Shipanama says, I am so enjoying this topic. If you are already committed to someone and you discover their bad financial habits, what's the kindest way to call them to order? Over to you.
Okay, we hope we've talked about that.
Yeah.
I think
So
we've talked
Victoria,
about
just to
that.
reiterate, yeah, just to reiterate what Shadrick said is it starts with talking, it starts with communication, right?
Yes.
And when you say committed, I don't know if you're already in the space where you are already married, but if you are not, remember nkobekela techupo, right? And
That's a good one.
finances. Yes, nkobekela techupo, Shadrach. There are a lot of people, especially like ladies who are getting to the age of 30, 29, 28, and they've seen all their friends getting married, and someone has come to them and they want to marry them. And you settle with someone who has bad financial habits, you will hate marriage. Like it's nice when you have like butterflies in your tummy, but like like Shadrach has rightly been telling us throughout the evening, if those habits are bad, the butterflies will die. So
Yeah.
if you're not yet committed, check the character of the person that you are with. When you communicate to them, how do they respond?
Yeah.
Are they open? Because that will also go to your relationship in general. How do they receive criticism? And also talk to them politely. You can even start by
Yeah.
talking about this video. You know what?
Yeah.
In this video I was watching today, this is what they said, and I just thought we could make
Yes.
an assessment of where we are at,
Or watch this
or
video with
even
them
better still,
together.
yes, and watch it together, and also just to join the training. It's not just for married people. Even singles
Yeah.
can get enlightened on the 1st of October, during that workshop. But yes, it starts with communication. And when you go, don't go to attack them, because remember that you are a team ultimately.
Indeed.
The Bible says that, what is that? A house divided against itself is going to fall. And also,
Indeed.
because you chose this person to be with you, I always say the people you date, the people you marry, the friends you have, they're a reflection of who you are. So you can't go
Exactly.
and condemn them, because there's something about them that is a reflection of you. So
Yes.
approach it as a team. So what can we
Yeah.
do? How can we be better? Because the future is for both of you. And how do
Yes.
you go? That's my take. I don't know, Shadrach,
That's
what
that's
what
that's
you would say.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Teamwork. Don't
yeah.
blame them. Appreciate them.
No, don't do the blame.
The few things they do well and build on
Yeah,
those.
yeah. Acknowledge those. Yeah, yeah.
So Oliver says
Hmm.
I'm really enjoying this.
Thank you, Olipa. Yeah, interesting
We have,
topic. FMM Faith. Thank you so much for joining the live today. Good
somebody's
question,
enjoying
Bupe.
your questions. Let's see,
My
Dennis.
questions. Thanks, Dennis.
We
Linda,
have Lindiwe.
interesting
Linda.
topic. Yeah, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Thanks so much for staying. Yeah, enjoying. Wency. Thank you. Thank you, Wency. Thank you so much for joining the live today. So Jerusha Somanji says, couldn't miss this for anything. Thank you so much. So happy to have you. So
Indeed,
happy
we are
that
so
you
grateful
came.
to hear
Yeah,
that. We are very
yeah,
delighted to hear
yeah,
that.
yeah. Priscilla Sheila Zulu says, enjoying. Thank you. Hoping you're learning as well. And if you have some wisdom to share, do share with us as well, because no one has the monopoly of wisdom, like the late Queen said. We're all here to
Indeed.
learn. Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Please, Dagon. Yes, Dagon well, please.
So
Yeah,
we have good
true.
response. We are grateful for the
Yeah,
response, guys. If there's any question, we'll
yeah,
be happy to respond. We are
yeah,
leaving, and
yeah,
there's a question there.
yeah. Do you want me to read it out?
Yes, yes, yes.
So Dennis Lilonga asks, is there any danger in your partner if your partner is a yes, yes, go to any financial decisions or proposals you put on the table? Like you rarely get critics from them whenever you're concerned.
That's a good
I'm
one.
laughing. I used to date someone like this, and it used to be very frustrating. Like,
Yeah.
do you not have an opinion?
Can you tell me that I'm wrong for once in your life? For goodness sake.
Like, no,
I think it's a good question. It's a good
I think
question.
it's
That's
a
the
valid question.
biggest.
Yeah,
When you're a man,
yeah,
you are called a groom, all right?
yeah,
When you're a
yeah,
woman, you're a bride.
A bride.
You're
Yeah.
a helper. As a bride, your job is to compliment me, your man.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
your man, my job is to groom you as my woman, so that
Yeah.
you can become into this
Yeah.
beautiful man, and you can
Better.
compliment me to
Yeah.
becoming into
Yeah.
this better man. You understand?
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
are you going to
Yeah.
compliment me and help me to grow and to
Yeah.
become more responsible if you're
Yeah.
always saying yes to everything I say? I think that's a bad way to live, right?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I, I love biscuits, and I'm gonna share some biscuits. You want some biscuits?
I wish I could have those biscuits. But remember, I'm on the Speak Life Challenge. How tempting. I'm not doing any sweets. But if you keep it, I'll get it at the end of September. But yeah, just
Really?
to answer Dennis's question also, I think this is also not just a question of financial compatibility. I think it
Yes.
should be a question of compatibility in general. If you're
Yes.
looking to grow and the person is not helping you grow, you might want to talk to someone who is a bit more mature than you, or
Yes.
maybe they're just coming out of the shell. It's very difficult to say, oh,
Mm.
no, that's dangerous. But it sounds to me like it's a compatibility question in
Yes.
general. Yeah.
And then you're dealing with somebody who's not sincere. It's like I always say, if your wife does not look good, don't say she looks good. If your husband does not look good, don't say he looks good, because he's going to leave home.
Stop
Your husband
lying.
trusts you.
Yeah.
All right? He
Yeah.
trusts you that
Yeah.
when you say you look good, you mean it.
Yeah.
And then he goes
Yeah.
out because you feel lazy to prepare him nicely, say you look good.
Yeah.
People are laughing at him.
Yeah.
That is fraud.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fraud. I don't know.
Marital fraud.
You are a lawyer. You qualify that. So we
Yeah.
have
Yeah. Yeah. So that was
Oliver
it.
says, thank you for this
Mm-hmm.
topic. You're opening my eyes. Thank you so much, Oliver.
I'm so
Really
glad. Yeah, we're
appreciate.
so glad. Thank you so much for that. Watching with mom. Hi. So that's my sister with my son,
Really?
nephew, and my mom. Oh, hi guys. Shout out. Thanks for tuning
Fantastic.
in, you guys. Yeah, it's great.
Mom,
Thank you so much.
we hope you're all right. And
Yes, we do.
Ivananji,
Yes,
Ivananji,
yes,
may God bless
Ivanaj.
you for this. But we hope
Yes,
you will not put us in trouble with money.
yes, we hope so.
All right, so
Yeah.
we have Fungai K
Fungi.
Muzondiwa.
Some say this is Fungi. Yes. Some say yes, yes, knowing their partners. Don't listen to this. No, but
I'm sorry. I'm gonna believe me.
no,
Believe me, she has a
this
point.
is a very this is a very
She has a
valid point.
point.
She
She has
has
a
a
point.
point because you're frustrated. Even if I say you won't listen to me, so
Yeah.
but thanks
She
for
has a
that,
point. There
Fungi.
are sometimes your
It's true.
partner is just so stubborn, that they
True.
can't
True.
get anything you're telling them. All right. So in the
Yeah.
end, just whatever they say yes, 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 yes. Go ahead.
Yes,
Because
because you're
either way, their
tired.
opinion is not matter.
It
Does not matter to
doesn't
them.
matter. It's true.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
true.
true.
What
Yeah.
is
And in
Sham
the
saying?
setup of marriage, those seasons happen where you're just like, you know what, I'm too tired. So just do whatever you want.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
so we thank
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if okay, we can get a few more. We have Sharon who says joining at the late. Hope you catch up. Indeed, please do catch
Please
up.
do catch up and remember to leave a comment and your thoughts. Yeah. We value your input. We'd like to hear from you.
Indeed. So,
Yeah.
do we have anything else, Bupe? We have run out of time.
We have run out of time. Just a reminder that you are having a workshop, not
Yeah.
a workshop, you have an event. I know you have an event 1st of October. Do you want
Yes,
to talk about that before we go?
guys, we have a training, a financial planning and investment workshop on the 1st of
Yep.
October,
Yeah.
2022, and it's gonna be held in Foxdale. For couples, it's only quarter 500 for the 2 people. There's going to be braai. There's going to be good food. Also,
Love that.
for singles, it's going to be 300 quarter per person. Please come and learn practical ways of how to deal with money. All right. We'll be talking about investments. Those of you who are going to be part of this show, we are going to help you become shareholders in our company. There's a company we are calling the Couples Fund. So we want to build it and have a professional executive for serious couples so that we can invest together professionally, put forth financial controls in place together as a team, and grow our monies as a team. So we're not going
Yeah.
to have this investment telling you go and do this. No, I'm going to be a part of it. All right. Other
Mm-hmm.
team members are going to be a part of it. You will be a part of it. All right. So and most importantly, we are so privileged, guys. We have Whooper to help us. If there's any legal issues, she's going to help us. She's a qualified lawyer, for goodness sake. She says
You
here the
better be
language.
paying me.
All
That
right.
company better be paying me.
We're going to do that. So those who are going to enroll for this workshop, they are going to have benefits. But also, I think it's just nice to have a date with somebody you love to talk about money in a much more intimate manner,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
sometimes when you listen to someone who says something, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
You get it
Yeah.
matters who is saying something a lot. It
Yeah.
matters. So please,
Absolutely.
guys, come for the workshop. It's 500 squatter for couples. Two of you, 500 squatter per couple. Singles, it is just 300 squatter. We're going to have a bride afterwards so that we can see how we're going to dance. You're going to show yourself some love. At least
Yeah.
couples will dance. But because being in love is a prerequisite to financial freedom. You understand? It makes
Yeah.
it easier for a couple to
Makes it also
succeed
it yeah,
if
makes
they
it
are in
even so
love.
much better. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just quickly then also you can follow me on the Facebook page and Instagram account called The Mindpreneur. I'm currently running the Speak Life September Challenge. I focus on 5 major pillars, helping people change their mindsets. I focus on this one that we have been talking about, which is finances. I talk about taking care of the mind, taking care of your body, taking care of your spiritual life, and all that jazz. So if you're looking to challenge yourself to improve your mindset, do follow me on the page to get more details, and I look forward to meeting you there. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. This has been an exciting first episode for me, and I'm truly, truly grateful.
Fantastic, fantastic. We are
Yeah,
grateful, guys, for your support. And from me and
absolutely.
Bupe, we're going to say bye. Next week, Friday, same time, we have
Yeah,
another session, episode
another
2.
session.
Please invite your friends, share the video, and we'll look for the next topic. Please do give
Yeah,
us your feedback in the comments. We'll be reading behind the scenes. For
yeah.
now, it's good night and
Good
bye bye.
night. Remember, tell us what you'd like to hear as well.
Indeed. Thank you so much. It'll be
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you